So welcome to American Weight Loss. I want to give you a recap on my journey so far. So you're going to see a whole lot of footage from earlier in this year and my up and down journey and battle with weight loss. The bad news is that I'm now a stone heavier than I was when I last posted a video on this channel. The good news is I'm doing something about it.
It's New Year's Day 2008 and I finally decided to kick off the American Weight Loss channel. Back on the 21st of February I started losing weight, and I did actually lose weight. I lost almost 2 stone, that's almost 28 pounds. Sadly, due to Christmas and various other things, I've put some of that back on. So this is my New Year's resolution.
And you never guess what, this is another week where my weight is entirely stable. Believe it or not, I have some good news, and they're not quite as good as I would have liked, but I've lost £1. Don't you hate being lied to? And I think this right here is lying to me. In what has not been my most disciplined week of the year so far, they have returned me in at a steady 161. I am well aware that 42 days in to have fluctuated up and down by £1 doesn't make for very exciting viewing, but there we go. That's, you know, you've got to work with what you've got. And flip-flopping more than a presidential candidate, guess what? I'm back at 161. Get ready for the excuses. In a week where I have hit an all-time high for 2008, I have to confess, and I'll try and do it without a smile on my face, I'm 162. My weight loss weigh-in morning, I completely forgot to step on the scales. So you know what? I get away with it for a week. In the last week, the voice of my conscience has been telling me in no uncertain terms that I'm in denial. In fact, I'm probably straight out lying, and that I'm not taking this whole weight loss thing seriously. This is American Weight Loss back after a 2-week hiatus with news.
I can't believe it! I can't do this,
That was the voice of my conscience trying to have a go at me but failing miserably. This, which I think is probably the most undeserving of the UK partner channels. Yes, in fact, I've risen to the challenge laid down for me and I have lost £3 this week. I clocked in at 161 this morning. Been out running 3.6 miles if I'm absolutely precise tonight. They're notoriously fickle things, and you can kind of step on them 6 times in a row and get 6 different readings. So I've erred on the side of giving you the heavyweight. You know, I know the truth. It was the healthy eating, it was the careful eating, it was the long hours, it was the stressful working environment, it was the heavy lifting and everything else that went on. But just for now, I'm going to say it was the car. If last week the car was the source of all my joy, this week driving is the source of my disappointment. I have to be careful because my scales are right here listening to everything that I'm saying, and I don't want to offend you. And the good news was that this morning when I got on the scales, they were being nice to me. Maybe it was the telling off they got last week, I don't know. And they said I was 156, which is sort of £3 down on last week, which is £1 lower than my recent lowest, and only £2 above the 11 stone mark. So all in all, not bad. So that's really the news today. And let me leave you with this. This is a bit of archive footage I was sent this week that started it all way back in February 2007.
We're about to usher in a new time in Matt Hellier's life. This is Matt Hellier, the subject with belly, and honestly, this is the last chocolate bar and the last Coke he will consume for 2 weeks. We will watch his progress and the inevitable
That's wrong.
of the physique.
Remember, not all losers are losers. Talk to you again soon.